Hello everybody, welcome back to Bow Nose Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 1983 Cobra H.I.S. tank. Taking a look at the box that the figure came in, you can see it has nice painted art on the front, and on the back it's got nice product shots of the figure and a description of everything it came with. Taking a look at the file card, you can see that his file name is unknown, even though it should read various. The quote reads, "Cobra H.I.S. drivers are committed to the destruction of G.I. Joe. This newly developed battle vehicle is a real match for the Joe team. Beware." The figure came with no accessories, so taking a closer look at him, you can see that he's got a red helmet with silver goggles and a black cloth mouth part. He's got this blue chest armor with a very easy to rub off silver Cobra logo. Black wrist bracers, some molded in detail. Belt with black pockets. And these really interesting looking long black plated boots. Articulation wise, the figure was standard for all 83 Joes. Head can look left and right. 360 at the shoulder, out that far. Swivel arm battle grip, 90-degree elbow bend. You got a rubber O-ring for all that movement you need. Leg kicked up this far. Kicked back. Barely. And he has 90 degrees of bend at the knee. For comparison, here he is next to the 1983 Cobra Soldier, the 1983 Cobra Commander, the 1984 Firefly, the 1986 Serpentor, 85 Snake Eyes, He-Man, Optimus Prime, and Hogan. Taking a closer look at this H.I.S. tank, you can see that the treads are this weird triangular shape. There's wonderful detail molded in. They're not rubber, they're made of plastic, but it rolls quite nicely and doesn't have the limitations of needed batteries to operate. Taking a look at the back, you can see got two foot pegs for your Cobras to stand. It's also got the universal G.I. Joe trailer hitch. Taking a look at the control pad for the two guns, you can see that it's got some little dials, some buttons, this classic toy detail. The other side is the same as the one I just showed. Taking a look at these stickers on the cockpit, you can see that the 788 is just a red outline. This is the earliest version of the H.I.S. tank. There were three versions. One was this, the other was all red, and the third was white. So if you have a white one, it was a mail away. If you have an all red, it was just a later version. If you have this red outline, that means you have the earliest version of the H.I.S. tank. Taking a look at the front, looks like he's got some headlights out of stickers. Taking a look at the cockpit, you can see it's got some nice molded in detail that your H.I.S. tank driver can mess around with. To put the figure in there, it's actually kind of finicky. First you want to raise his arms up. You want to bend his legs forward. Then you want to crunch his waist so he's like that, and his legs are kind of elevated. Then when you put him in, you want to make sure that his feet go in first, and that they're up kind of at an angle like that. That way, when you close the cockpit, it won't hit his head. Snap it shut, and you're ready to go mow down some Joes. Articulation wise, there is actually some. The turret can rotate 360 degrees, and the two guns can move up and down. There's also a spot up at the top for a gunner, right there. And you simply just take any Cobra figure of your choosing, plop it right in there. Now you have someone manning the turret, driving the H.I.S. tank. They're all armored up. For comparison, here's the H.I.S. tank next to the 83 Vamp. the MMS, the Triple T, Serpentor and his Air Chariot, the Mega H.I.S.S, and the Killer Whale. As far as buying tips go, the H.I.S.S tank is a relatively easy vehicle to get on the secondary market. Just make sure that the stickers are to your liking. The variations don't really affect the price that much. I guess the mail away would be the most expensive. One frequently broken part is the turret up here. Typically ratchets, but it breaks very easily. But I mean, that doesn't really matter. It's just meant to sit there. You can shoot straight up if you want. Another cause for concern is the Silver Cobra logo on the driver's chest. It doesn't seem to be as bad as most Silver Cobra logos, because I guess typically he was in the cockpit of the H.I.S.S tank most of the time. But as you can see, that's a not so great one on the left, and the one you saw in this review on the right. Just be wary of that. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope it finds you well, and I hope you have a blessed day. Goodbye.